Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Diamond if you're new. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 kiddos and a surrogate mom. This is my first surrogacy journey. If that's anything you guys can relate to, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So guys, I recorded a Q&A videos for you guys. Just all about surrogacy. I had a lot of questions, so I just decided to answer them now. I've been on bed rest, so I've been pretty bored. I haven't really had anything interesting to vlog either because of that. So I figured this was the perfect time to do the Q&A. As I was editing the video, I realized I accidentally deleted the intro video, so that's why right now I'm in my pajamas and the video is all a different day. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so let's jump right into this Q&A. So question number 1 is, what are the requirements to become a surrogate? Good health, and you have to have given birth to at least 1 kid. And I think there might be different requirements if you're single and if you're married. Because I'm married, my husband had to agree with everything. He also had to be in good health. And we had to send pictures of like how we are living. We sent pictures of our house and everything. Everybody who lived in our household. Just to prove that like we're living good, we're financially stable, we're eating good, we're living a healthy lifestyle, and we have kids of our own. That was my requirements, and I'm sure requirements for anybody looking to be a surrogate. I know they do ask on there if you had like any miscarriages or any abortions or any complications with your pregnancies. I don't know if that affects if they pick you or not. But they do ask that. So yeah, but those are the main requirements to become a surrogate. Next question is, can you be intimate while being a surrogate? And the question is yes and no. Leading up to the transfer, no. And that's just because, you know, they don't want you risking getting pregnant. And after the transfer, I would call it like 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. No, also because same thing, they don't want to risk you getting pregnant. In my contract, it says that I couldn't be intimate until heartbeat confirmation, which is I found out at 6 weeks, which was about 3 weeks after the transfer for me. Like I said, it could be different for everybody. It depends on what your clinic tells you. What you have written in your contract. That was mine, was heartbeat confirmation. And what I mean by intimate is like sex. There's other ways to be intimate, but sex, like I said, you do not want to risk getting pregnant with your child while you're supposed to be getting pregnant with the IPs, which is intended parents' kids, because that would be super devastating for them. In my case, I still can't. I'll be 9 weeks tomorrow on Monday, and I still can't be intimate because I have a subchronic hemorrhage, and that could cause me to bleed more. So my clinic advised us not to, but it could be, if you don't have that, I'm sure, yes, like after heartbeat confirmation or whenever your clinic says, then you're good. But because I'm having complications right now, that's the reason we can't. So that's why I say yes and no. It depends on how your pregnancy is going along. But during those time frames, before and after the transfer, definitely no. Talking about my subchronic hemorrhage, I was asked how is it going, and unfortunately mine's got bigger. I don't know what's going on. First week we found it, second week it went down, and then the third week it went back up. So we don't really know. I'll find out again Wednesday if it went down again or what. But in the meantime, I've just been resting on bed rest, as you guys know, hoping to get it down. So yeah, that's how that's going. Did I have to change my diet? No, I didn't. I was already pretty much eating healthy. The number one thing they were concerned with was caffeine, and that wasn't an issue for me because I don't drink coffee. I don't drink a lot of pop. So yeah, I'm pretty much a good eater anyways. So I didn't have to change my diet. You might have to. It depends on your intended parents, but I'm pretty sure they pay a little bit more if they're asking you to change your diet and stuff. Next question is, how does payment work? So the intended parents have to put money into an escrow account, and they pay for like your doctor's appointments and everything. There might be times where you have to pay out of pocket and they reimburse you back. For example, when we were getting my insurance, I had to pay out of pocket to get it started, but they reimbursed me for it. So I think that's a part of the reason they want to know about like your financial side before you become a surrogate, because there will be times when you have to pay out of pocket first. Not big amounts. I haven't had to pay anything big since then, and I got reimbursed like the very next day, so it wasn't an issue. I get a monthly allowance, and that's for like driving back and forth to doctor's appointment, you know, all the gas getting there and back. They just send you a monthly allowance for all that little stuff. Taking the medications, you know, I'm taking a lot of pills. I'm taking shots twice a day in my butt, so they just compensate you for that. And then once we got the heartbeat confirmation, you start getting paid your base pay. And that is different for everybody. It depends on what state you live in. But the base pay is pretty much what you get paid from the time of heartbeat confirmation and the time you deliver. If you make it to 40 weeks, then you get paid all the way to 40 weeks. If you deliver at 28 weeks, then you only get paid until 28 weeks. The base pay is just what you get paid while you're pregnant. So every month I'm getting my base pay and then my monthly allowance. And then they do give you money for clothing allowance, because obviously you're getting bigger and stuff. They will reimburse you if you need any type of babysitting. They reimburse you for that. And what else? I know some people, like, they want you to pump milk for them after you deliver. They also will compensate you for that. If you have a C-section, they will pay you extra for that. If you end up having twins, they'll pay you extra for that. So they compensate you really well. Like I said, it's different in every state, the amount of the base pay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think New York is the highest paying, but don't quote me. There might be times where you'll have to pay out of pocket, but you'll get reimbursed back. And it's not like every single time. It's not a lot, but you do have to sometimes. Alright guys, so I just came and laid down in bed. I'm going to finish this Q&A. Would I be a traditional surrogate? And a traditional surrogate is pretty much when you use your egg. Right now, I'm not using anything of mine. I'm using the IP sperm and egg. Everything is theirs. I'm just carrying it. A traditional one is when you use your egg, and I 100% would never do that. I just wouldn't be able to live with myself, honestly. I feel like it would be like me giving my kid up for adoption. Honestly, I feel like that's what it would be like. Not that I'm against adoption or anything. It's just something I personally would never be able to do. You know, like, yeah. It's just different to me. Like, to some people it might feel like it's pretty much the same thing, but to me it's not the same thing when I'm carrying somebody else's. Like, we don't even have the same DNA. I'm literally just carrying it compared to I'm carrying somebody who has my same blood. You know, like, to me it just feels like I would be giving my own kid up for adoption, and I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't even be able to live with myself knowing that I have a mini me running around. So no, I would not do that. Alright guys, so my camera ended up dying, so I had to charge it for a little bit. So I'm back at location number 1. Let's finish this. What's your relationship with intended parents now and after delivery? What will it be like? They wanted an open relationship. I wanted whatever they wanted. I want them to feel comfortable texting, calling me. Because like I said, I'm carrying their baby. Like, even though she can't carry it, I want her to just be able to experience everything. You know, I want to be able to text her, call her, and give her updates whenever it's needed. She calls and texts me all the time. She's always checking up on me. She's the nicest person. Whenever I flew out to LA, they always met me. She always took me out to either lunch or dinner. So they're really nice people. I talk to her all the time. And I'm glad we have a really good relationship. It would suck if we didn't. In the beginning, though, we did not have any communication. I would text the case manager and then the case manager would contact her and vice versa. But now that we're comfortable with each other, we just directly talk to each other. So we have a really good relationship. We do have in our contract that pretty much all communications will like stop after like the surrogacy part is done, after delivery, after anything with like if they want me to breastfeed or anything, after all that is done, all communication is supposed to stop. Their opinion might change after delivery, so who knows, but that's what we have written in contract. It would be nice to see like just see their family grow throughout the years, but if they don't want to, I'm completely fine with that. So that will probably be an updated Q&A in part 3. So, but that is where we are at right now. How have you been planning to not be attached to the baby, and how have you prepared for labor? So that's like my main question. Like, people ask me like, am I gonna be able to give it up? And honestly, it's my whole mindset walking into this is this baby is not mine at all. Like, I'm just carrying it. So like, it's growing inside of me, but like with all 3 of my pregnancies, you know, from the beginning, I'm rubbing my belly, I'm talking, I'm singing. But with this pregnancy, I've been like avoiding all of that because I feel like that will help not get attached to it. Obviously, once I get bigger, I might start rubbing my belly just out of habit. But yeah, I haven't like, I'll be 9 weeks tomorrow and there hasn't been any moments where I've been like, oh my gosh, like, this is mine. Like, there's been none of that. Like, I know this is for them. I'm looking at it in a bigger picture. Like, this is their child. Like, I just have no attachment to it. I don't really know how to explain it. As far as labor, people always ask me this. I think it's going to be pretty easy for me to just push the baby out and then walk away. Now, I will admit that I do think it's going to be weird leaving the hospital just because I'm used to it. But I don't think I will be like feeling any I don't think I would. I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like, I don't think I would be like super emotional that I just gave a child up. Like, it's not my child, so I wouldn't feel like I'm giving up a child. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think it's gonna be hard for me. But who knows, you know, with pregnancy and hormones, you turn emotional, you turn crazy, so who knows. But as of right now, I have no attachment, and thinking into the future, I don't think I will have any attachment. I just think I will feel weird after labor not having to attend to a baby. That's the only thing, but not weird in a way like I wish I was, just weird in a way that that's what I'm used to. I hope that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it. I just explained it the best way I could. So, who will be in the labor room? So, It depends on how many people they allowed. I know with COVID, everything like changed. So I think with my first kid, I think I had like 5 people in my room when I gave birth. So it's a lot different now than it is before. But if I have to choose one person, it will probably be the intended mom. I've had 3 kids. My husband has, because he's in the army and stuff, he's only been there for 2. So like, I don't really care if he's in there or if he's not in there, because I'm used to him like not being there. I don't really know how to explain it, but like, I don't necessarily need him there unless like something crazy is happening. Then yeah, he's gonna be in the room. I'm still debating, but when we originally talked, if there's 2 people allowed, I originally said the intended mom and my husband will be in the room. But now that I'm pregnant, I kind of feel differently about that. Like, kind of do feel like the intended dad should be able to, because we always like forget about the dads. Like, we always want to like look out for moms, but we always just naturally forget about dads. So now that I'm actually pregnant, I have been like debating if I should have the mom and the dad in there, or just the mom, or just the mom and my husband. So I will know further along, but definitely the intended mom for sure will be in the room regardless. Do I plan on doing this more than once? The original plan is yes, but it depends how this one ends, honestly, because I never had any type of complications with my pregnancy. So now that I'm having one, it kind of makes me not want to, but who knows, I never had this before, so I don't know how it's gonna heal or how it looks when it's worse. So I just want to see how this pregnancy completely plays out, and if it plays out good, I most likely will do it again. That was my plan from the jump. I at least wanted to do it twice. So yeah. Besides that, if it goes bad, I probably won't do it again. But it depends on how bad. So yeah. The plan right now is if it goes good, I will be doing it again. If my body allows it. Why did I choose to become a surrogate? And I think somewhere between 6th and 8th grade, I had decided like I wanted to be a foster mom when I got older. And like, that was just, if you asked me before that, if you asked me, I would just tell you a mom. I just want to be a mom. So like, I just always knew like I wanted to do something with babies. I love helping others whenever I can. I love helping. So somebody, I think this was around the time Kim Kardashian came out about having a surrogate, if I'm not mistaken. So somebody ended up asking me like, would you do that? And that was the first time I ever heard of it. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, honestly, yes. Like, if I knew somebody really needed it, I would, and if I'm able to, I would definitely do that for somebody. And once that was brought to my attention, I was like, okay, one day I will definitely do this at least once. I want to be able to give somebody a child that they've tried so hard for, that they've always wanted, you know. And I've had 3 pregnancies. I actually enjoy being pregnant. I didn't have any complications with my pregnancy, so I felt like, you know, why not? Like, I'm able to do it. I'm willing to do it, so let's just go ahead and do it. So I'm glad I'm able to. I'm glad the intended parents chose me. And yes, I'm super excited for this journey. I hope it all plays out well. And yes, so that is part 1 of Surrogacy Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you're back, welcome back as always. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!